Now we start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatajam Udiret Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. Hare Krishna. Today we continuing Srimad Bhagavatam Canto first, chapter 16, how Parikshit withstood the age of Kali. Shloka number 25 and 26. Dharani uvacha Bhavani Veda Tat Sarvam
भवानि वेद तत्सर्वम्
Yat Mam Dharma Anupruchasi
यत् मां धर्मानुपृच्छसि
Chaturbhi Vartase Ena
चतुर्भिः वर्तसे येन
Padehi Loke Sukha Avahi
पादैः लोकैः सुखावहिः
Satyam Shocham Daya Kshanti
सत्यं शोचं दया शान्तिः
Tyaga Santosha Arjavam
त्यागः सन्तोषार्जवम्
Shamaha Damaha Tapa Samyam
शमः दमः तपः साम्यं
Titiksha Uparati Shrutam
तितिक्षा उपरतिः श्रुतम्
Dharani Uvacha
धरणी उवाच
Bhavam hi Veda Tat Sarvam
भवानि वेद तत्सर्वम्
Yam Mam Dharma Anupruchasi
यं मां धर्मानुपृच्छसि
Chaturbhihi Vartase Ena
चतुर्भिर्वर्तसे येन
Padai Loka Sukhavahai
पादैः लोकसुखावहैः
Satyam Shocham Daya Shanti
सत्यं शोचं दया शान्तिः
Tyaga Santosha Arjavam
त्यागः सन्तोष आर्जवम्
Shamaha Damaha Tapa Samyam
शमः दमः तपः साम्यं
Titiksha Uparati Shrutam
तितिक्षा उपरतिः श्रुतम्
Dharani Uvacha Bhavan hi Veda Tat Sarvam Yam Mam Dharma Anupruchasi Chaturbhihi Vartase Ena Padai Loka Sukha Avahai Satyam Shaucham Daya Shanti Tyaga Santosha Arjavam Shamaha Damaha Tapa Samyam Titiksha Uparati Shrutam
धरणी उवाच भवानि वेद तत्सर्वं यं मां धर्म अनुपृच्छसि चतुर्भिर्वर्तसे येन पादैः लोकसुखावै सत्यं शौचं दया क्षान्तिं त्यागः सन्तोषार्जवं शमः दमः तपः साम्यं तितिक्षा उपरतिः श्रुतम्.
Translation and purport by the Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The earthly deity in the form of a cow thus replied to the personality of religious principles in the form of a bull. O Dharma, whatever you have inquired from me shall be known to you. I shall try to reply to all those questions once you two were maintained by your four legs and you increase happiness all over the universe by the mercy of the Lord. In him reside one, truthfulness; second, cleanliness; third, intolerance of another's unhappiness; fourth, the power to control anger; fifth, self-satisfaction; sixth, straightforwardness; seven, steady of mind; eight, control of the sense organ; nine, responsibility; 10, equality; 11, tolerance; 12, equanimity; 13, faithfulness. Many other transcendental qualities which are eternally present and never to be separated from him. Purport by the Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The principles of religious are laid down by the Lord himself, and the executor of such law is Dharmarāja or Yamarāja. Such principles work fully in the age of Satya Yuga. In the Treta Yuga, they are reduced by a fraction of 1/4. In the Dwapar Yuga, they are reduced to 1/2, and in the Kali Yuga, they are reduced to 1/4, gradually diminishing to the 0 point, and then devastation takes place. Happiness in the world depends proportionately on the maintenance of the religious principle individually or collectively. The best part of valor is to maintain the principle despite all kinds of odds. Thus, one can be happy during the span of life and ultimately return to Godhead. Even if it were possible to count the atoms after smashing the earth into powder, still it would not be possible to estimate the unfathomable transcendental qualities of the Lord. It is said that Lord Anantadev has tried to expound the transcendental qualities of the Supreme Lord with his numberless tongues, and that for numberless years together it has been impossible to estimate the qualities of the Lord. The above statement of the qualities of the Lord is just to estimate his qualities as far as a human being is able to see him. But even if it is so, the above qualities can be divided into many subheadings according to Srila Jiv Goswami. The third quality, tolerance of another's unhappiness, can be subdivided into one, protection of the surrendered souls, and second, well wishes for the devotees. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord said that He wants every soul to surrender unto Him only, and He assures everyone that if one does so, He will give protection from the reactions of all sins. Unsurrendered souls are not devotees of the Lord, and thus there is no particular protection for everyone in general. For the devotees, he has all good wishes, and for those who are actually engaged in loving transcendental service of the Lord, he gives particular attention. He gives direction to such pure devotees to help them discharge their responsibilities on the path back to Godhead. By equality, 10, the Lord is equally kind to everyone, as the sun is equal in distributing its rays over everyone. Yet there are many who are unable to take advantage of the sun's rays. Similarly, the Lord says that surrendering unto Him is the guarantee for all protection from Him. But unfortunate persons are unable to accept this proposition, and therefore they suffer from all material miseries. So, even though the Lord is equally well wishing to everyone, the unfortunate living being, due to bad association only, is unable to accept his instructions in toto. And for this, the Lord is never to be blamed. He is called the well wisher for the devotees only. He appears to be partial to his devotees, but actually the matter rests on the living being to accept or reject equal treatment by the Lord. The Lord never deviates from his word of honor. When he gives assurance for protection, the promise is executed in all circumstances. It is the duty of the pure devotee to be fixed in the discharge of the duty entrusted to him by the Lord or the Lord's bona fide representative, the spiritual master. The rest is carried on by the Lord without a break. The responsibility of the Lord is also unique. The Lord has no responsibility because all his work is done by his different appointed energies. But still, he accepts voluntary responsibilities in displaying different roles in his transcendental pastime. As a boy, he was playing the part of a cowboy. As the son of Nandamārāja, he discharged responsibility perfectly. Similarly, when he was playing the part of a Kshatriya as the son of Maharaj Vasudev, he displayed all the skill of a martially spirited Kshatriya. In almost all cases, the Kshatriya king has to secure a wife by fighting or kidnapping. This sort of behavior for a Kshatriya is praiseworthy in the sense that a Kshatriya must show his power to Shauri, to his would-be wife, so that the daughter of a Kshatriya can see the valor of her would-be husband. Even the personality of Godhead Sri Rama displayed such a spirit of Shauri during his marriage. He broke the strongest bow called Haradhanur and achieved the hand of Sita Devi, the mother of all opulence. The Kshatriya spirit is displayed during marriage festival, and there is nothing wrong in such fighting. Lord Sri Krishna discharged such responsibility fully because although he had more than 16,000 wives, in each and every case he fought like a Shaurya's Kshatriya and thus secured a wife. To fight 16,000 times to secure 16,000 wives and certainly possible only for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Similarly, he displayed full responsibility in every action of his different transcendental pastime. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam En Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Am Sri Guru Sri Tapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sahadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitancha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desha Tarine Vancha Kalpatarubecha Krupa Sindhube Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Nama Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna. We try to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 16, how Parikshit received the age of Kali. Shloka number 25 and 26. In this shloka number 25, Dharni Mata Uvacha. So many questions asked in the form of Dharmarāja, in the form of bull. And now in shloka, Dharni Mata, from this shlokas, Dharni Mata giving the answer of questions. And in 26 number shloka, some qualities of describing like Satyam, Shocham, Daya, Shanti, and etc. So many qualities are describing. We try again from 27 shlokas from tomorrow. Prabhuji will tell us you in detail in nicely. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So thank you very much, Mataji. So as Mataji has stated, we are about to be studying so many qualities of Lord Shri Krishna, which Dharni Mata, who is speaking in the form of a cow, is going to explain to us. What becomes very much interesting to know is what could be the scenario? Why could those all qualities be narrated again? The reason is this is to highlight how Krishna is a reservoir of everything, how Krishna is everything, and his absence, adharma, takes up the position and destroys everything. Bhavani hi veda tat sarvam yana mam dharman uparachasi. So Dharmarāja or Yamarāja is one of the 12 authorized persons for maintaining properly the human civilizations. And the principle is Dharma. It's not a religious sentiment. Dharma means occupational duty. So everyone has got an occupational duty. Dharma mi sakshat bhagvat pranitayena. So we see this. So occupational duty is assigned by Krishna. Tena tyaktena bhuñjīthāḥ. So actually, we learn it from Bhagavad Gita also. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. So we should not try to create, manufacture principles of religion. Those concoctions, they're useless and difficult. What is clear is very clear in Shastras. Dharma mi sakshat bhagvat pranitam. So, dharma means, though English translation would be religion, what it actually means is to obey the laws of God. And that is the definition of religion given in the dictionaries as. So in the beginning it is said, Dharma projahita kaitava atraha. First canto, first chapter, second floor. Cheating type of religious systems is kicked out. This is Bhagavad Dharma. No cheating. So what will help the human civilization is that we have to follow the religious principles. And the real Dharma is stated by God Krishna himself. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. We have not got to learn it from anyone else, but from Krishna himself. And this is explained in Bhagavad Gita also. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. So surrenderance to Krishna is religion. Not only surrender, but to act as he desires, or to become the best, utmost faithful, true lover of. That is first class religion. Savai punsam paro dharma yato bhakti adokshaja. That type of religion is first class, which teaches us to become how to love. Then we will be successful. Then we will do everything for God. Otherwise, we simply question, oh, what shall I do? Why shall I do? Where shall I do? Wow. No. No wow. It has to be only love. Love for Krishna. And if you are still questioning, it means there is no love. It means training is required. And that is something which we get when we are in the association of the devotees, when we study the scriptures as it is. So in Bhagavad Gita, after teaching so many things, see, yoga, gyan, karma, at the end Krishna says, Sarva Guhyattamam. Now I am speaking to you the most confidential instruction. And what is that? Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Praja. So generally the humans, they accept four principles: Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma means religious principles. Artha means economic principles, how to develop economically. Kama means how to satisfy your senses. And Moksha means salvation. But if you look, all these are on material platform. Well, what is required is to surpass the materialism and get back to God in the spiritual world. And for that, Sarva Dharman is important. Like there is a temple or maybe a church, maybe formality. But what is happening is there we are being trained on how to serve Krishna. So religion means satisfaction, not sense satisfaction, but satisfaction of Krishna. And therefore, it is said here, Bhavani Veda Tatsarva. So generally, for good standing without any risk of falling, four legs are required. You look at any table or anything, generally, the moment there are four legs, it is very stable. Animals stand on four legs. Pillars, generally four pillars. But the remaining steady, it is required. So similarly, for dharma to remain steady, there are four pillars. But then what is happening is, as the world is progressing or as the time is progressing, each of the pillar is becoming weak and weak and weak. As mentioned by Srila Prabhupada in the purport, initially all four were very strong. But then, as Satyuga came to a closure, the moment 1/4 of the principles were destroyed, Dwapar Yuga started. So, Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga, then Treta Yuga. So, the deterioration of the principle starts, and the moment it reaches 1/4, the Treta Yuga has started. It reaches 3/4, it is Treta Yuga which has started. And the moment it reaches half, the Dwapar Yuga starts. And the moment it reaches 1/4, the Kali Yuga starts. And the moment it is completely abolished, we have the Pralaya. Everything is taken back by Krishna. So, what we witness in Kali Yuga is complete rejection of the religion and the orders of the Krishna. And that is why, in spite of being a human, in spite of we living in so-called human society, what actually happens is we have become an animal society. Like it is mentioned in Hitopdesh, Dharmena hinaha pashubhi samana. So if we are not following Dharma, then it is just like an animal society. So here it was said, Chatubhihi vartase yena padehi loka sukavahi. So sukha means happiness. So if you want to increase happiness, everyone wants to become happy, the highest principle, atyantika dukkha nivrit. See, the whole struggle that we are witnessing or we are doing is to minimize our miseries, to increase happiness. Everyone is working for that. Dukkha means unhappiness and atyantaka means ultimate. So whether it is a small-time worker or whether it is a multi-billionaire, both are working and the intention is same. But then they forget what is the real truth. They don't understand the Vedas properly. Education means to get knowledge, and Vedic direction is the rightful knowledge. Tad vidyanartham sam eva gurum abhigacchetaha. So we need to go to a guru or a spiritual master. Without going to a guru, we cannot be happy. And hence, in Bhagavad Gita also, if you see, it is clearly mentioned, evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu. That even this knowledge has been transferred in parampara. So if you really want to understand truth, then we need to follow the parampara. And that is what is mentioned clearly. Now, if you see, when Dharni Mata starts responding, she is very much clearing how Dharma is important. And then she is answering that now I will answer to all your questions. And before answering to questions, she is now remembering Krishna. And she is telling how are the important qualities which are there. And in the first shloka that we covered today, we are talking about 13 different qualities. How the human society can be peaceful and progressive. Not like animal like jumping all day and night. That's wastage of time. Something we call civilization is not actually civilization. It is running after the shadow, while the truth is something different. Truthfulness, in fact, is a matter of dream only. Everyone, right from the topmost authority to the lowest person on the street, nobody is truthful because it is forgotten. While truthfulness is a Brahmanical quality, but today it is difficult to find that. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has given us the direction, Chaturvarnyam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. So based on the qualities, he had created the Chaturvarna system. And the first is Brahmana, and for that Brahmana, truthfulness is most important. But then that is something which is missing, and that is why it is mentioned that Kalau Shudrehe. Everyone in Kali Yuga is a Shudra. The Brahmana qualification in Satya Sama Dhamma Titiksha Arjava. But these qualities, they are not found in society nowadays. So there is no more perfection in society. The second quality which gets described is Daya, mercifulness. So when a man is suffering, the other person should also feel the suffering. That is called Daya. So Daya and Seva. Seva means to give service. And Daya means to give service to the inferior. So both are there, service. One is service to superior and one is service to inferior. So if someone is suffering, someone is in a helpless condition, they need to be served. That is called Daya. He is not obliged. Out of compassion, we are giving service. That is Daya. Tadviddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. So Vedic injunction is that we must go to a spiritual master. And what we should go do there? Tadvidyanartham sagurum eva abhigacchetaḥ. So it is must. Huh? If you really want transcendental knowledge, we have to go there. So we have to learn. So for that, what is important is first we surrender. If there is no sense of surrender, we want to remain independent, then immediately doubt comes. Why should I listen to the orders of the Guru? And if that is the doubt, that is the question, then we'll never get knowledge. So the process is tadviddhi pranipate. We have to be pranipat, prakrashta rupena nipata. So unless someone is fully surrendered, there cannot be acceptance of a. So, in fact, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is mentioned that unless a person is confident that the disciple is fully surrendered, he should not be initiated. And that is why you will find that some persons take nearly 20 years, 22 years, 25 years before the Guru accepts them and initiates them in the parampara system. But then those who are not fully qualified to understand the reason, they start blaming everyone. If I know initiation in spite of so many years. But then that readiness was not there. And only a Guru can understand through his heart when a disciple is ready. But these things are very difficult because it is the age of Kali Kalena Baliyasa, as we saw yesterday. Kalena Vate Balinam Baliyasa. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had said that it is a very difficult time, Kalau. So, Kalau nasti eva, nasti eva, nasti eva, gatiranyatha. Simply chant Hare Krishna mantra. This will clarify the heart. Then we'll understand who is a Guru. And then once we understand Guru, then we'll be in a position to understand these 49 qualities of Krishna. Out of which the 13 qualities were mentioned. And the purport is self-explanatory. How those first 13 qualities have been explained here. How Krishna exhibited all those qualities. And it's only because he was able to show all those qualities, he is proven as Krishna. Just look at the last part. The valor as a Kshatriya. He had 16,108 wives. And in those days, a Kshatriya has to fight to get a wife. That is Krishna. But then in Kali Yuga, valor in the form of Kshatriya is not required. Valor in the form of preventing ourselves from becoming a victim of Maya is something required. So the moment we chant, we are saved from Maya. And anyone who will stop chanting, he'll be a victim of Maya. So please do not forget to chant at least 16 rounds. Minimum is 16. Maximum is 3 lakh. Haridas Thakur used to say. Not impractical. Maybe we find it difficult to complete 16 rounds. We are unfortunate. But we should not give up. We have to try our best. Then life will become perfect. Satyam, Saucham, Daya, Kshanti, Tyagah, Santosha, Arjava. So these are all qualities. And from that, Satyam is important. Satyam Param Dhimahi. This was first chapter, first canto, first shloka. So first beginning is Satyam. And then once we have those qualifications, then all the other qualifications we can understand and realize Krishna as it is.